Hey guys, welcome to the 2023 National 4x4 show here in Brisbane. We are up on the Patriot Campers stand and we have brought all the models for display. Let's take a moment and we'll show you through the entire range. All right, we'll start off with the X1n. Now the beauty of the X1n is it is quite versatile in the fact that a lot of customers might have a few different needs or wants with what they're wanting to set up or how they're looking to set up. So if you're looking at putting a rooftop tent on, say, or you're wanting to carry along the bikes, kayaks, or just use the rack for storage, this is the perfect trailer for you. You've still obviously got your awning there that comes out, so your full wraparound P-core awning. You've still got your kitchen set up like the same as the entire X range. The X1n is slightly different to the remainder of the X range, as it does come standard with the BMS 30, and that's not optionable to the TVMS like you see on our X1 and X1H. But the X1n does come standard with the airbags, so the Airbag Man suspension underneath there as well, to allow you to level out the trailer on uneven ground. If you run around the back, obviously you've got your Dometic 2-burner cooktop there, same across the model, the entire model range. In the rear of the trailer, you've got your storage, so your storage drawers, dividers, your bulk storage items in there as well. And then underneath, obviously all of our trailers have our rated recovery points and our rear hitch receiver. So for the X1n especially, you do have an abundance of storage accessibility. So if you wanted to run those kayaks or the bikes on top, you still have the option to run the bike racks in the rear hitch receiver if you're running a rooftop tent or the likes on top there as well. Differing slightly to the X1 and the X1H, the inverter comes standard on the X1n here as well. So they come standard with a 350 watt inverter, mainly for your charging laptops, phone chargers, that sort of stuff. So you do have your main storage area in here for clothing storage. The Patriot Supply 4-pack storage bags fit perfectly in there as well. More storage up the front here with your gas hot water shower, again standard in the X1n here as well. And then you've got your hot water supply as well, which allows you to run your hot water to the kitchen sink directly off the gas hot water system out the front there. So running around into the man cave, now optionable across the entire X range is obviously probably my favorite option that we have available is the barbecue swing away. So you've got your Weber out the front. So if you're on those long trips and you want that quick roadside cook up, this is like the nachos, the sausages, anything you can think of, we have done and cooked in the front of there. It does make it quite easy if you're on the run and you want to be able to get something cooked up nice and easy. Now stopping by the X1H, I can't quite get around the other side to show you, but the kitchen side of the X1H is identical to our X1. But I suppose the varying difference, or the main difference obviously on the X1H, is the hard top. So if we wander around here, having a look inside, obviously the hard top is assisted or electronically assisted with a keyless remote, so it allows you to set up. The tent itself takes, well, you can set it up in under 60 seconds by the time you get the tent up, and then you can swing out, bed down, so it's nice, quick and easy. This is ideal for the couples that are looking for the quick and easy roadside setups, or if you're on the constant go and you're wanting to set up and pack down on a daily basis. The beauty of this is being able to set it up without the actual main drop room. So if you're doing the beach camps or anything, you're not wanting to get sand in and out of the tent, this does have its benefits. If you are a family and you've got the 2 kids, then the X1 is still definitely the pick of the bunch with the ability to pack away the kids' room with the main tent section. Now we are at the OG, the original, the X1. So this is still our flagship model and still one of the most popular models we have today. Being that this is ideal for the 2 adults, 2 kids, or family of up to 4 kids with the attachment of the kids' room there as well. Obviously the kitchen setup and everything is our standard L-shaped kitchen setup, which is what everyone knows and loves. So the slide-out kitchen sink, the ability to put your 55-litre fridge up there as well. With the X1, so same as the X1H, which we didn't get a chance to run through over there, but if you want to come in close, with the X1 we have the ability to option on the tech pack, which then gives you the Red Arc TVMS, so all of your control panels nice and easy to get to on the main screen there. You've got your airbags obviously accessible. Optionable on all models as well is obviously the GME XRS. Now none of us would ever option a trailer without having the GME, of course. It's perfect for those weekends away, especially if you just want to set up a base station kind of setup. If you guys are running out collecting firewood and the kids are left at the camp, obviously you can still maintain contact there, so it makes it quite handy. All of your kitchen storage drawers, nice and easy to get to. 2-burner gas cooker, again standard across the entire range of our Patriot products as well. We'll quickly glide past the rear storage. Obviously the rear storage across our X1 range of models, so X1n, X1H and X1 is all the same. But coming into the tent, and probably the main reason customers or families are looking to buy the X1 over everything else on the market, is the ability to attach the kids room and leave the kids room attached. So with the X1 you can actually fold away the entire canvas up on top of the trailer, as well as all your bedding, pillows, the entire lot. There is quite a lot of room in the storage bag itself to get everything tucked away, nice, neat, and quite easily as well. The kids room has the ability to, whether or not you're wanting to run twin bunk beds, so if you've got 4 kids that you want to stash into the kids room, you can run that similar setup to there. Otherwise, running something like a blow-up mattress, if there's the 1 or the 2 of them, it is quite comfortable, and there is quite a lot of airflow through there as well as up on top of the bed. So if you come round, obviously the mattresses, we run both the same style mattress in the X3, X1 and X1H. So these are a pocket sprung style mattress. They are comfy as anything. Probably comfier than my bed at home, to be completely honest. If you come in tight here, obviously we were talking about before having the storage bags there from Patriot Supply. So you can nice and easily fit the 4 Patriot Supply storage bags in there. So all your clothing, or whether it just be other gear and equipment you wanted to take along on the trip. Now the X1 actually comes with a 1000-watt inverter, which is in the tech pack. So different to the X1N that had the 350-watt. When you option the tech pack, you get the 1000-watt inverter. Now, if it's a little bit of live-in luxury you're after, then the X3 is definitely the model for you. The X3 is kind of deceiving when it comes to the storage space. Unlike the X1, where you have the large sort of storage box sections, the X3, pretty much the entirety of the trailer is usable storage space. So behind the backrest on both seats there is available storage. You do have access, or external and internal access, to the storage drawer from underneath the seat. You also have storage access underneath the rear seat as well as access to your fuses and the service module underneath there. Now you've also got convenient access to the fridge as well. So when you've packed that away for the night from the outside, if you're wanting to get yourself a water, or it might be make yourself a nice coffee in the morning, you can get access without even having to leave the trailer. That's an absolute winner for me, especially with the amount of times a night I want to try and grab the water bottle. Now, if you're like me and you like your coffee, then the X3 definitely has something special for you as well. If you open this up, you then have your access to an espresso coffee machine. It comes up out of, now that is an option, so if you're not a coffee connoisseur, you can just use this as additional storage and leave the slide out. We'll pop this out of the way. Now behind this is also access to your 240-volt plug. So now this runs off the either the red arc inverter, or this system has the shore power as well. So the X3, unlike the other models, you can actually run the 240-volt outlets on the trailer, both direct from mains power or from the inverter. So whether you're off-grid or in a caravan park, you can pretty much get out of running whatever it is you're wanting to run on the X3 straight from the main system. Now with the X3 on the inside as well, you obviously have the option to put in the kids bunk in there as well. So if you're wanting to, if you've got young kids and you are wanting to use the bunk system inside, the inside of the X3, while everything's packed down, is all usable storage. So from the floor to pretty much the top of the trailer there, you can store things like your camp chairs, tables, awning wall kits, pretty much anything that you can get in there. So when I was saying the storage is deceiving, the entire trailer, or the inside of the shell, is still usable for bulk storage as well. The X3 does have dual access as well. So if you are using the kids bunk on the other side, you still have access from the outside of the trailer as well, so you're not having to climb in and out over the top of the kids bunk. Now, similar to the X1N, the X3 actually has an exo rack on top of the hard lid as well. So like the X1, if you're wanting to take along your kayaks or bike carriers or anything like that, you do have the ability to mount that on the top of the roof. Obviously, you will have to remove whatever it is you've got stored up on top when you're setting up the tent. But generally speaking, if you're carrying additional swags, bikes, that sort of stuff, it's quite easy to take on and off. You can also mount on a fixed solar panel there, so if you're wanting to take along a solar panel, we do have the option for a fixed and removable option. Now moving around to the front, obviously the X3 different to the X1 and the X1H, the diesel hot water system is standard in this unit, so it is optionable on both the X1 and the X1H. So there's a very quick run around the 2023 Patriot Campers stand at the National 4x4 show. Let's take a look around the show and see if we can find some of the key suppliers and industry partners that help put these amazing products together. In a couple of minutes, the team at the Patriot Game stand are about to do a walk around of a few of the new builds we've brought to the show this year. So let's get over here, we'll get a front row seat and we'll take a look at what we've got on display at the Patriot Game stand this year.
All right guys, welcome to Brisbane 4x4. We're live on YouTube right now. We're going to give a quick rundown. There's a lot of questions that have been coming through, especially on the Jeep and the GU build.
We're just taking a walk around the lower pavilion this weekend at the Brisbane 4x4 and we've come across the boys from Airbag Man.
How are you?
How are we, boys?
Good to see you.
Enjoying the show?
Oh, it's been busy.
That's the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've obviously had a long-lasting relationship with Airbag Man. Obviously it's been in our trailers since pretty much the very
Day
beginning.
dot.
So, yep. I'll let the boys take you through because they definitely know more about the product than I do.
So these ones here are our rolling sleeve airbags. These are pretty much on all your camper trailers there, and we do have the double convoluted version as well.
So you'd see these are familiar. Obviously we've got the paddle switches and the gauge fitted on, well, pretty much our entire range of camper trailers.
You guys know with the airbags and just a simple adjustment on those, like you can easily just level out at campsite. So it's a beautiful setup.
Ah, perfect. Very good. Well, we'll let you guys keep moving on
Awesome.
and talking to the people you need to be talking to. Not
Love
us.
it.
But pleasure.
Cheers.
Thanks, boys.
Have a good one.
All right, we are here on the Trax stand with Paul. How's it been so far?
Not too bad. I haven't spent much time up here. I've been down with our little build with our Toyzuki.
If you haven't seen it already, they've built a Suzuki Jimny, chopped the back off it, and turned it into a better version of a 79 series Land Cruiser.
We call it a 39.5, so half a 79.
39.5.
39.5, yeah.
What have we got up here today? Obviously got Trax, definitely.
Yeah, Trax as always. Just for the show, we've finally released the turquoise Extremes.
Yeah, they're pretty.
So obviously, like your E-Core Extremes you guys have got in the yellow, we've got a turquoise one now. And obviously, we've got all of our recovery gear that Justin's been using now for a while.
Yeah.
I know for skiing behind boats and doing some other bits and pieces as well, tug of wars.
There's definitely plenty of different uses, but yeah, so like, but what's the main, I suppose, the main recovery gear that you guys are offering?
So ours is all about safety, so we want to reduce as much metal in recovery as possible. So we took out obviously all the bow shackles and all that and replaced it with soft shackles.
Yeah.
We brought a fuse into the whole system, which meant that if you overload the system, it's the point of failure, but it's only if you overload it. And then the stuff we do make in metal, obviously the hitch winch ring, they're actually been over-engineered. We took that to 44 tonnes, but we broke rope that was in it. We haven't broken the hitch. And obviously we've got a bit of storage solutions. We've got our moulded brackets here.
Yeah, these look nice.
Yeah.
Suzuki Jimny Trax, are they?
Well, we do, yes, Suzuki size Jimny. Yeah. And then obviously our Indeflate, which is our inflation deflation tool that we have. Yeah.
So you can do multiple wheels at one time?
Yeah, do two or a four-wheel system.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And then we've got a couple other little trinkets, hats, and we do some little 1/10 size Trax, and we do some key rings which are all made out of the same material as our Trax. So yeah.
Oh, so these are probably the coolest product that's on the Trax stand.
And we've got a key ring
Miniature
as well.
Trax.
Mate, you hang on to them.
Oh, these for me?
You might need them.
Oh, perfect. Right, pleasure.
No
Thank
worries.
you. I'll let you
Always.
get back to doing what you're doing, and we'll catch
See you later on. Awesome. See ya.
Obviously, GME, another one of our proud partners, just strictly on a business sense. But we've obviously got the products in our trailers, and we've been using them in our vehicles since the very beginning.
Yeah, that's right.
So
it's a really interesting point because everyone's used to seeing UHF radios in a vehicle. It's quite unusual to have it in a trailer, some might think. But really, it's about that base camp setup. So Patriot were one of the first ones, and I think probably one of the only ones that are factory fitting XRS radios in their camper trailers. And it's really beneficial if you've set up your base camp, you got kids out and about with handheld radios, or if you go for a cruise on a dirt bike or in a side-by-side, having that comms back to base is really important. And being able to have a much larger antenna on the camper trailer will give you much better transmission distance and reception than if you had a handheld.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those products, I think before we had it, you don't know what you're missing, and once you've had it, you'll never ever not have a camper trailer without a GME.
That's exactly right.
Ever again. You've got a few other different things here that we also use quite heavily, so...
Absolutely. So we've got obviously a fixed mount range of radios here, so we've got some entry-level product, a more traditional style UHF CB radio, and then up into the XRS range. The one on the end there is actually our newest XRS, waterproof, dustproof, and built-in GPS. So again, really good for that location awareness. A couple of different handhelds, including our favourite, the Australian-made one, TX6600. That one's waterproof, dustproof, and military standard, so will take a beating. And on the left here is a personal locator beacon, so something I know you guys use when you're out travelling. Yeah. It's really important to have one of these in your vehicle if you're doing remote area touring. If at all you end up in an emergency and you need external assistance, this is the product. You press the button, it goes up to an international satellite system, and the rescue authorities will have your exact GPS location and they'll be able to send help.
There you are, peace of mind that can fit in your pocket. Perfect. Well, I better let you get back to doing what you do.
Thanks,
Thank you.
mate.
Talk to you. Well guys, there you have it. There's a quick walk around the 2023 National 4x4 show. We hope to see you guys here next year on the Patriot Campers stand.